Speaking with someone far away is ordinary. We do it every day. But what if the distance wasn't across space? What if it was across time? Some hauntings do not whisper from the walls. They type. A message left on a machine no one touched. A voice from a century long gone. Tonight, we explore a haunting unlike any other, not of ghosts, but of time itself. So, open your mind and your inbox. Someone or something has been trying to reach us. I'm Sebastian, your host, and this is From Beyond.
In the quiet village of Dodleston, England, something happened in the 1980s that still defies explanation. A man received strange messages, but they didn't come by post. They came through his computer, and they were written by someone claiming to live in the 16th century. This is the Dodleston Messages. The year was 1984. In a small, ordinary house in Dodleston, Ken Webster and his girlfriend Debbie were renovating their new home. Ken, a local teacher, had borrowed a BBC microcomputer from his school, a basic machine, primitive by today's standards. But what happened next was anything but ordinary. One evening, Ken noticed strange text files saved on the computer. Files he hadn't created. The messages were oddly phrased, written in a form of archaic English, like something out of Shakespeare. At first, Ken thought it was a prank, but as the messages continued, the mystery deepened. The messages were signed by someone calling himself Lucas. Lucas claimed to live in the year 1541, during the reign of King Henry VIII. He described himself as a learned man, a former scholar from Brasenose College, Oxford. He said he lived in the very same house as Ken, only over 400 years earlier. But how could Lucas be sending messages into the future through a computer? Ken and his friends were baffled. Over weeks and months, Ken began to communicate with Lucas. He would type a message on the computer, leave the room, and return to find a reply waiting. Lucas asked about the light box and the magic machine. He seemed just as puzzled as Ken. Yet, he showed detailed knowledge of the area, and his language, though strange, was consistent with early modern English. It was as if they truly were speaking across time. But then, things became even stranger. Another entity began to send messages. This one claimed to be from the year 2109. This mysterious figure warned Ken not to interfere, that the experiment was being monitored. Was it a time experiment? A government program, or something far more complex? The 2109 messages suggested that Ken's house was a nexus, a bridge between past, present, and future. They claimed that there is more than one reality. As if digital ghosts weren't enough, physical disturbances began to occur in the house. Stacked cans moved by themselves. Footprints appeared in impossible places. A green glow was seen on the walls at night. Debbie was terrified. Friends who visited the house experienced the same things. Whatever was happening, it wasn't just on the computer. After nearly 2 years of messages, everything suddenly stopped. The last message from Lucas was heartbreaking. He said he had been accused of witchcraft, that people feared the strange writings in his home. He knew his time with Ken was over. His final words: "I will no longer type. I have no choice. Farewell." So, what really happened in Dodleston? Was Lucas a real man from the past? Was the BBC Micro somehow a time portal? Or was it all a psychological illusion? Theories range from hoax to time slip to communication across parallel universes. Even scientists and linguists studied the case, but no clear answer ever came. Today, the Dodleston Messages remain one of the most chilling and puzzling mysteries of the digital age. A haunting tale of voices from the past, warnings from the future, and the fragile boundaries of time. What would you do if someone from the 1500s messaged you on your computer? Would you reply? I have told you what I know. Whether you believe it or not is entirely up to you. Thank you for watching From Beyond. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, some messages are meant to find you, no matter the century. Until next time.
Words appeared where none were written. A voice spoke from a century long buried. Was it a spirit? A mind lost in time? Or something older still watching from behind the veil of years? The Dodleston Messages may never offer certainty, but sometimes the question is more dangerous than the answer. I am Sebastian, and this has been From Beyond. Sleep lightly tonight if you can, because the past may still be listening.